Hi, it's Thursday night, the 21st of January, and day 21 of 2021. That's 12121. I think that's kind of funny. Today's Living the Dream experience was a bit hard for me to identify, at least until almost towards the end of the day today. Today was pretty much an ordinary day, a day without any huge surprises or any big events. During the day, I had the thought come to me, though, to step back and consider what I'm actually able to do every day. I have the choice to sleep in as long as I want, but I choose to get up early. I have the choice to not do any work at all and just play all day long, but I choose to work 6 days a week. I work at least 8 hours every day working to get my coaching business and my website up and going. I have the choice to spend my money on golf, on things, and on whatever I want to spend it on, but I don't. I'm investing in my business, and I love it. I fully expect it to take some time to get up and going, and once I have my clients set in place, I'm going to continue to reinvest the profits into my business and grow it and scale it. So even though my days, Monday through Saturday, are days pretty much like your work days, the difference is I choose them to be the way they are. The fact is, I could do nothing or I can do anything. I choose to do the things that are quite different than what others might want to do, but that's the fun of it. That's why I see them as living the dream experiences, living the dream days. Now, with that said, towards the end of the workday today, I tried one more time to reach out to Google Ads support and their chat system. And lo and behold, man, the chat person who came on listened to my plight, and she decided to send me a link with a step-by-step text of what to do with the link and how I needed to do each step of the way and each question that would come up and how to answer it so that it would work for me. And then she said, "Good luck to you." Well, I followed the steps she outlined, and sure enough, I got someone who said they'd come on to chat shortly, but I'll take a couple of 3 minutes to get there, so be patient. And in about 3 minutes, I got a live Google Ads support tech. Woo-hoo-hoo. He asked me if he could jump on a call with me and answer all my questions so that he could see my screen and see what I'm doing in my Google account. So we did that, and he helped me change out the video ad. Listen to this. It's been on over 7 days, and in 30 seconds, click here, click there, ad changed. Oh my goodness. That wasn't the best part of it. He said, "Your audience isn't set up right, Marty," and he proceeded to show me where to change it, and he helped me set that up too. So that's very, very, very targeted to beginner entrepreneurs. I love him for it. I wrote down all the steps he showed me on each of these steps and how I can do them myself, and so I'm going to be able to do that now. So this late afternoon ended up being a living the dream experience for sure today. It was fantastic, and my patience paid off. Right thinking. That's how it works. Anyway, here's my power statement I had for today. I will take a few minutes to do my repetitive self-talk as part of my remapping of my thinking about my personal success, my coaching skills, and how I see myself. And I will then focus on reprioritizing my to-do list so that I can get after doing those 3 most important tasks that I need to get done today. The first thing I did when I got up to my office today was to read through my Workday's daily schedule checklist. That's this right here that I read every morning, which I knew had now check your bank accounts and your email inboxes listed on it. So I quickly checked my Gmail accounts to see if there were any replies from Tanya. Sure enough, Tanya still hadn't replied to my emails by the morning this morning, and then throughout the afternoon, and no voice messages left. She didn't respond to those either. So I thought that unless I hear from her tomorrow morning, I'm going to take other steps to get my ad back up. In fact, I thought I would probably just set up a whole new ad altogether and run it on my own, but I really didn't want to do that if I could avoid it. Anyway, here's what I had on my to-do list for today. Let me see if I can find that right here. Yes, it is. Right here was my Thursday list. Got those done. Bam! I also had these little miscellaneous to-dos that I got done. Bam! Got those done. And then a few I wrote down later in the afternoon. Bam! Got them all done. My most important task for today, though, was once again to reach out to Tanya, like I said, and leave her another voice message, pleading to send her another email as well, asking her to please contact me. I'm also calling and leaving a message on other phones and other Google Ad Team numbers that I've been given, and they just go blank. So my fun task for today was to just press forward on things, and I'm no longer letting things that I can't control me. I'm just doing what I can do with those things that I can control, and I'm just moving things forward on that basis, doing those things that I can control. That's how it works. And next was my exciting task for today. And that was to get started on the next Good to Know Monday Tips video scripts so that I can record that video and get it all set up in the Good to Know Monday Tips campaign system before Monday's tip needs to go out. Next is my end of the day success routine questions that said, get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? I did. Did you start your morning with power? I did. Did you produce throughout the day today? Was I productive? Yes, I was. Page after page, you just saw pieces through the portal of my mind into the world of physical through actions. So I got the most important things done, yes, and I moved my goals forward, getting more and more goals going out and getting done. Did you show up as the person, though, that you wanted to be today? I did, and it paid off. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Were you present? Yes, she was present for me, too. It was a wonderful evening together. Next are my end-of-the-day success routine accountability questions. Were you honest with yourself today, Marty, about your task? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself this morning, what you were going to do? Well, since I saw that Tanya didn't get back to me when I checked the emails in Gmail first thing this morning, I promised myself that I would just focus on the master task list that I'm working on and start with the details I needed to put my attention on, and then start writing out my script for the next Good to Know Monday Tips video, and that's what I focused on. So bam, I kept my promises. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, I reviewed my must-see TV favorite 5 movies, and then I finished the Win the Morning, Win the Day routine by doing my affirmations once again. Speaking it out loud, speaking it out loud. I have a whole sheet. I read them. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What thing can I improve on and do better tomorrow? Even if the day goes sideways getting it done, I'd still feel like a success. What that one thing is? Well, I'm still doing more repetitive mind mapping self-talk. That's what I'm doing. And so here's what I wrote down for my power statement for tomorrow. It says, I'm going to take a few minutes to do repetitive self-talk in order to reinforce and remap my thinking about my personal success, about my coaching and how I see myself as a coach, and how I see myself as a coach and how I want to be and how I want to show up. And then I'll focus on reprioritizing my to-do list and do the 3 most important tasks that need to get done today. Well, taking the time to really think about how I see myself as a coach of beginner entrepreneurs has been a great experience. So important, so helpful. So I'm going to continue to do more thought downloading each morning on that subject. I'm also going to do a lot more affirmations as I speak them out loud and think through the how I see myself as a coach process and how I want to show up as a coach to my beginner entrepreneur clients. That's so important. Being even more focused and detailed instead of just general affirmations. The next question of my end of the day success routine is to ask myself, were there any mistakes or failures that I can turn into a tool of success? Well, I was just focused on a few errands and details of the task list that I showed you while I waited to see if Tanya would email me throughout the day. But she never did. And so there were no real mistakes or failures. It was just the sense that I couldn't have control of her. And so towards the end of the day, when that happened, I was so relieved. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? My biggest success today, which I didn't know it was going to take place earlier in the day, was being able to finally give a live coach from Google account, a rep from them on Google Ads, like I said, to help me change out my video ad and get that ad up and running, and it's running again. So bam, done. That was the biggest success today. My end of the day success routine today asked me to rate my day's effort. I gave today's effort a 10, and I gave it a 10, and here's why. I worked on having right thinking all week long and all day, especially today. And then, lo and behold, I got through to a Google rep. I wasn't derailed. It came to. It happened. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says fear is real. Therefore, we need to learn how to build confidence to cure our fear. The comment, it's only your imagination, is a weak solution for curing fear. Most fear today is psychological. Worry, tension, embarrassment, and panic all stem from mismanaged negative imagination. Worrying is just pre-playing what won't really happen. Just knowing these make up the breeding ground for fear to grow in doesn't cure fear. If a physician discovers you have an infection in some part of your body, but he doesn't stop there, he goes on and proceeds with his treatment to cure the infection. He doesn't just tell you, well, here's what you got. He gives a treatment to cure it. Fear is success enemy number 1. to those of us, especially with a dream. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear stops people from capitalizing on opportunity. Fear wears down physical vitality. Fear actually makes people sick often. It causes organic difficulties and shortens life. Fear closes our mouths when we want to speak. Fear, uncertainty, lack of confidence explains why we still have economic recessions, especially even personal economic recession. Fear explains why millions of people accomplish little and enjoy little. In one way or another, fear prevents people from getting what they want from life. Fear of all kinds and sizes is a form of psychological infection. And there are mostly certain, I'm just telling you, there most certainly are specific proven treatments for it. And I'm going to talk about that. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the law of confidence over fear, which says all confidence is acquired. It's a developed process, an achievement. No one is born with confidence. Those people you and I know who radiate confidence and have conquered worry and are at ease everywhere and at all times acquired their confidence, every bit of it. They acquired it, and you and I can do the same. The bottom line with fear is that action, it's what causes or cures fear. Indecision fertilizes fear. Hope is not enough. Oh, I hope I overcome fear. We have to take action to support our hope, and that kicks fear right out of the equation. This leads me to the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for Eleanor Roosevelt, President Roosevelt's wife, who said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you stop and look fear in the face." When we face tough problems, we often stay mired in the mud until we take action. Hope is a start, but hope needs action to win victories. The next time you and I experience big fear or even little fear, we need to steady ourselves and look it head on. Then we need to search for an answer to this question: what kind of action can I take to conquer my fear? This isolates our fear so we can take direct action on it. Remember the second podcast I did? Starting is half done. The first step to success is to get honest with yourself, and starting is half done. And in there it tells the story about a man with fear stuck in the quicksand, and he knew that if he missed, he was dead. But he leaped and grabbed him up and pulled him out of it. He took action and conquered his fear. I'm going to leave it there because I have a lot more to share on this subject. It's a fantastic, this thinking big and overcoming fear and all the principles of thinking big. It's magic. Anyway, I'll be back here tomorrow night at my laptop sharing another video entry to my video entry journal. But until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.